There we go. We're live. How's everybody doing? Miguel Rodriguez here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen. Back at our normal time of 2 o'clock for this third podcast on a very busy Wednesday. Been different.
It has been. A lot going on. Can't see exactly what's going on the screen because Miguel doesn't have it up. So there we go. But yeah, a lot to talk about today, you guys. Again, we're gonna have a nice, short, about 30-minute show today for you guys. But plenty to talk about.
Got a lot to talk about.
First things first, I'm gonna let Miguel open up and talk about the cigars we're smoking today. Well, I do some sharing because I didn't do any sharing on Monday because we weren't. At the spot.
Terrible. He had all the time in the world to share, and he did not do it. Timothy, how you doing? Good to see you. Let me click on this, make sure this is going, and make sure our volume is down on it. That's better. Guys, we are smoking from La Fabrica since we have started the week off. We're going to feature throughout the week. This is the Barba Roja, the 2018 edition. There's a Mexican wrapper over Dominican Republic binder and Dominican Republic and Colombian fillers in this very nice 4 by I think 48 ring gauge. I'm gonna open it up and make sure because I could be wrong. So we've been sitting on this for a minute. I'm very excited to finally open it up.
Why are you sitting on them?
It's an expression. It's a very normal expression that a lot of people have used over the years, over the millennia.
You say so.
I do say so. I say so myself. Alrighty. Get that out of there. Oh, that's even shorter than I was expecting. It's a little guy, but that's exactly what we needed today. A little smoke. I could put that right there if that's gonna stay. Kind of. You can kind of see it. There we go. All right. I'm gonna take this guy out of its cello real quick while Frankie does his sharing. Guys, like we said, there's a lot to talk about today. Let's see. You have Multiverse of Madness. You have the season finale for Winning Time. You have that crazy episode for Mayans MC that just came out yesterday, dropped on Hulu and whatnot today or last night, I think, for premium something numbers. They got like 6 tiers. So sooner or later, someone's going to get the content. That's all I know. There's new movies coming out this month towards the end of it, and I'm very excited about that. One of them I didn't even realize was coming out until we saw Multiverse of Madness, and I got to see the trailer for. Completely forgot this movie was even set to film, let alone was already done and going to be in theaters soon. So I'm definitely happy about that. So let's see. Give that a like. I am going to click on that button real quick. But thank you for all those who have joined us so far. This is going to be a good weekend as well because we have the pool tournament this Saturday. I know Tim's already in, got him locked in there. Quite a few others are doing their best to make it. So definitely going to be a good turnout, I think. Oh, all right. Got that nice deep V. Cut that. A little tight. All righty. Share. Appreciate those all of you out there who have shared as well. It really does help us out a lot. Again, this is the... Of course, we're getting a call right now. Here.
A little bit of a tight draw. But that's all right. Not a big deal.
I have Do Not Disturb on. I don't understand how it's still doing that.
Because you like to be disturbed.
I'm serious. Like, Do Not Disturb on. What else do I do?
You got to send those anonymous callers straight to voicemail.
Yeah, but I'm the only one who gets calls from numbers in 661 because I have the 661. What do you call it?
They'll leave a message.
No, they won't. People never leave messages anymore. Messages are the worst.
That is the risk that you take.
I guess so, because they don't want to stop calling, which is just aggravating. Aggravating, to say the least.
All right, guys. So I'm going to start off with the Mayans today. Very intense episode. Hopefully you guys have been keeping up with it. If not, I apologize for the spoilers that are about to come. But here they are. So in the last couple of episodes, one of the barbacks for the Mayans found a Sons of Anarchy vest in one of the barrels. Obviously from a member that had been killed, they're assuming by the Mayans. And she brought it to the attention of the Sons of Anarchy, who they've realized whose vest it was. It was one of their members that had been missing for a while. And at the end of this episode, they actually ambushed the Oakland clubhouse, and unfortunately, one of the members from Santa Padre was there, and it looks like he's gone. Um, they closed with him being shot in the back a couple of times, and it does not look good for him. This was a big loss to the club, as well as a shocker to me because I did not think that he was one of the expendable characters.
No, very disappointed in that. One of my favorite characters. Yeah, I hear it, but we're still going on screen, so it is what it is. Just keep talking.
Yeah, so if you guys are keeping up with the episode or the season, let me know what you guys think of this. I mean, were you as shocked as I was? I've got to say, it was a huge blow. It was actually one of my favorite characters, and I'm really sad to see that he is now gone when it comes to the show. As far as the other plot points go, I don't think anything else was really as important in the last couple shows as that. So that's what I wanted to focus on.
Well, not only that, is there's so many plot points going on, I'm losing track of everything that's happening. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate some complexity, but it's just so many minute details about non-club members and non-club activity that it's getting bogged down. You guys know all the characters from the original show for the original series or last season, I guess would be the best way to put it. Hey Byron, how you doing? You had the Galindo cartel that fell apart at the end of last season.
Yep.
And they still have their thing going on, but not just one storyline with that. There's two storylines with that. There are babies being born and lost and then refound, and more babies and whatnot. And then there's those plot points. A lot of significant other plot points.
Yeah.
A lot of lady stories getting told, which a lot of them are really interesting. Don't get me wrong, but they're overlapping in my head. I'm trying to remember who's going where and what's doing what.
Yeah, there was a point in the show where I forget her name, but the girl that they helped out that has all those little orphan kids and whatnot.
Yeah, I forget her name.
She goes to find her son. And the person that has her son, she knows. And I know we've seen her before in the series. I just cannot remember who she is.
That's yeah.
So I think that's the biggest problem with it.
Face blindness.
Yeah.
Quite often. Kat, how you doing? Checking in on YouTube. We are still on YouTube, by the way, guys. For those who want to check that out, as long as YouTube will let us. Everyone's having trouble with that lately, but glad to be there if we can. And obviously, Facebook, where we usually do our stuff. Anyway, yeah. There's just so many different plot points going on, and things that they're circling back to, which they kind of have to, because there's a lot of open plot points, like we were talking about with the shooting. And there's some of them aren't going to be able to be resolved.
Right.
How are they going to explain how they found the dead son?
Right.
Like, you're not going to tell them, oh, yeah, this other guy, but he's dead now, so get over it. No way around that. There's nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still being done very well. It's still building up to some really big conclusions for this season.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all disappointed with what's happened. I'm just sad for who had to die.
Right.
Did not want that. I was more sad about that than I was about what we'll talk about with Multiverse of Madness. Jeff, I'm here just to see Frankie's toes. No, you're not. That moccasins will cover those up.
Moccasins do not come off. Yeah, I did my weigh-in on the very last day for the
the very last moment.
50 Days of Summer Challenge. So I am now in it to win it. So I feel bad for the rest of you guys. I hope unfortunately we'll have to lose in the very end. But it is where it is, you guys. Good luck to everybody that's a part of that. So that, as far as the Mayans go, I think that's a pretty good wrap-up for it.
For now.
Getting into Winning Time. The season finale of Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, was such an amazing show. This first season, if it's the only season, is still a great show.
Impeccable.
Yeah, I mean, from the way they filmed it, to the actors they cast, to the way the story progressed, to its finale, absolutely fantastic. Obviously, there's some things here and there they took artistic liberties with, because if I remember correctly, the Lakers didn't actually win the first NBA championship Magic Johnson's rookie year. I thought it was the second year he was in that they won. Someone correct me if I am wrong.
I don't think they would have changed that.
But I think it was the second year that they got there.
I think that would be too much to change. I
thought that's what I remembered.
Yeah, I think they must have loved the humbleness. Yes, of course. Yeah, I think he's gonna come in. He might do well, but I don't see him winning this time. Right? This is not winning time for him.
We'll see.
There's no Magic Johnsoning on this one.
We'll see. But again, I thought the entire show was absolutely fantastic from start to finish. I got hooked off the commercial for it. Could not wait to see it when it started. And every Sunday, I was looking forward to this show.
Really,
More so than some of the Marvel stuff that's been coming out. I was looking forward to this every Sunday.
more than the shows at least. The movies obviously are still really high up there for me, but series wise, stories wise, character development, how it's shot, the music to it, the editing style, everything they've done in this one is really impressive. John C. Reilly is phenomenal as Dr. Buss. The actors who play the characters throughout, or the actors who play the players, do an absolutely phenomenal job. Whether or not some of the actual true to life players are like, it's not really like me, but whatever.
Yeah.
No one was really that upset other than I believe Jerry West.
Jerry West.
But his character in the show, I mean, if that's not him, then I would be upset too if that's how they portrayed me. So,
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny. It's always passionate. He's upset about certain things, but you got to watch it. You really do. This is one of those series that it's not like, well, if you have time. I think this is a must-watch series.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's probably one of my favorite series in a while. So definitely worth a watch. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I can't speak. I don't want to give too much away. I mean, obviously, you guys can watch it. You'll know exactly what goes on. But it's just really, really well done from a production standpoint.
Absolutely. And top to bottom, there's a lot of greatness in there. Again, it's 10 episodes, I think, is the first season. They're about 45 to an hour each. So
so
you got to have a little time to dedicate to it. But if you get a couple of episodes in, I think you might give up a night of sleep and watch the entire thing. It really is that good.
Absolutely. So before we move on to Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, don't forget, you guys, you can still join our Facebook group, Cigars, Whiskey, and Beautiful Women, and put your picture in for your best Ash of the month for May if you guys want a chance to win some extra prizes at the end of the month when we do our final Friday show. And of course, if you have a birthday in the month of May or your significant other has a birthday this month, you can also go to our Facebook page, The Bakersfield Gentleman, and pinned to the top of that page is a birthday post, and you can put your birth dates in there for another chance to win some more prizes just for going and putting your birth dates in there.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been one of the biggest contributing or most contributed to birthday and greatest Ash pictures we've seen in a while. So I'm very excited about that, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for getting involved in that. Bunch of birthdays in May.
You can put as many pictures of the Ash as you want. We'll pick out our favorite from yours, and it'll go up against everybody else's for a chance to win that prize. Yeah, a lot of May birthdays.
That's awesome.
Of May birthdays. We actually have one, Amber's, coming up this Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and then today is, I believe, Timothy's wife's birthday. Let me know if I'm wrong in that. I'm pretty sure I remember that number in there. Apologize, I can't remember every single one, but I think that one's in there. Eduardo, I think there'll be a couple of little spoilers for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
One of them you can see on YouTube now. Is the only thing I really want to talk about. That's how fast it was coming out. And for good reason, it's the best part of the whole movie. It really is. They did a really good job. Okay, good. It is her birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to her.
Then. Yeah. Oh, my God. It was really good.
I will say the entire movie as a whole, I thought it was solid. I wouldn't put it in my top 5.
Probably not.
It was still really good, but I do think it's a second-tier movie when it comes to the entire full scape of Marvel movies.
What do you call it? Yeah. Don't listen, Eduardo. He's muted right now, so I'm going to do that. Don't listen. I have to agree it was a solid film, but there are so many in the roster now that it's hard to pick a top 5. Before, when it was like, what is it, phase 2, phase 3, it was a little simpler.
Yeah.
There's like these really great collaboration ones they did, the team ups, and then, I mean, you had like Winter Soldier and the original Iron Man, and then a couple others that kind of shoehorned in there. Now there are so many, just the collaboration ones, just the really great standalones in the different series, as well as introducing new characters, bringing back old characters that weren't even in the MCU before.
Like Tom, how you doing?
Hey, Tom, good to see you. It's really hard to pick a top 5.
Yeah.
And that takes nothing away from Multiverse of Madness because it was excellent.
It was a solid film. It was a solid film, very entertaining. Obviously, the big part was everybody waiting to see the actual release of the Illuminati and see who it was, because Even IMDb wouldn't give it up till the day of.
Yep.
Good work. I thought I'd be smart and go to IMDb, see if I can find a roster list, and they would not put it in. Other than Patrick Stewart was the only one there.
Well, the thing is, IMDb is updated by the filmmakers themselves, so they probably held that off. Yeah, you have to have clearance to do that, and they look for proof. Obviously, the proof in their case is they have working relationships with the larger studios. Thank you. So they're going to give them whatever they want. Like, we'll wait. We're going to wait till the day of or the day after to reveal all the character list.
So you got a pretty solid list of characters on this 818 World Illuminati.
Hey, Alfonso.
It wasn't the ones I was expecting or hoping for, except for 2, but I'm still pretty happy with it.
3, wouldn't it be?
We already knew one of them.
True, but the 3 of them on that list were great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
4 were. I'm giving it 4.
Okay, he's giving it 4.
I'm going higher every number. 6 of them.
So you get Captain Britain through Agent Carter.
I really liked her, actually.
You get, obviously, Professor X, leader of the X-Men.
Love him.
You get Black Bolt, leader of the Inhumans.
Insane.
You get Mardo Supreme, which sounds more like a Taco Bell thing.
Delicious. First time I ever liked Taco Bell today.
Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel.
Didn't care for it.
You get Mr. Fantastic, leader of the Fantastic Four.
Richards out there, Richards.
Yep. Which I thought was awesome. I mean, people have been wanting him to play that character. Finally got it.
Looks good.
I thought it was really cool because they got the actual guy that played Black Bolt in the TV show to come back and do that, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, that was a good thing. Hey, Cam, how you doing?
And I was a huge fan of the Inhumans show. I was really sad that they canceled it. I thought it was really good. And I'm a huge fan of the Inhumans as a whole, as a group.
Yeah, they were interesting.
It was quite intense to see them go up against Scarlet Witch, and the fact that she was basically evil from the get-go was really good because no one really knew. Even all of the Marvel speculators and the Marvel nerds and the Marvel
trailers
think they know what's going on. Everybody thought, oh, okay, well, they're going to go to Wanda for help. She's going to help them for a while, and then maybe she turns at the end. Or that's the Easter egg at the end, or it's an alternate universe Wanda that changes, but no, it was really intense to see how evil she could become.
No, I loved it. I was actually cheering as she tore through the Illuminati. I was super happy to see that they didn't cop out. Oh, she knocked them out, or they ran away, or something ridiculous. And then I say that 4 to 5 of them were great. On the Illuminati, there's only one that was just a throwaway character, and that was the Captain Marvel character. There's no development. No one knew who she was.
She's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she's just a random offshoot of Captain. It was as much of a throwaway character as the Doctor Strange at the beginning, who just dies real quick and really use him for a body.
I don't think so because it was still the friend of Carol Danvers. It's just she went into the spaceship instead of Carol Danvers, so they just switched spots.
Oh, is that who she was?
Yeah, that's Monica Rambeau.
I didn't even get that.
Yeah.
It didn't. Yeah, that's how much of
Yeah, I didn't get it either. Like when they gave her powers in the WandaVision thing, I didn't get that either. Like I don't know her in the comic book, so I was like,
yeah, okay.
I was like, that's kind of weird. Whatever. But
I'm saying, like, Captain Britain was built up for multiple movies because Peggy Carter, people loved her already. Then the What If thing came out. Great stuff. Black Bolt, obviously, people were excited to see him again. Like you said, there's a good following for the Inhumans. Reed Richards got the biggest cheer of all of them anyway. Maybe second close is
Patrick Stewart.
With Professor X.
Now, I didn't notice this until someone pointed out. He's wearing the exact costume that he wears in the animated version.
Yeah.
With the green suit and the yellow chair, which I thought was really cool. Plus, they played the theme music to that, which was awesome.
Well, really subtly, though, too. They didn't jam it down your face. And then Mordo makes sense, and it works because they have a history. So it kind of feeds into Doctor Strange, so they kept it within Doctor Strange's story,
But then again, that's the same thing as Monica Rambeau. They kept it within the story. It's just not a story you paid attention to.
Not Doctor Strange.
No, but I'm saying that it's the same way that she's in the Miss Captain Marvel universe or storyline. The same with Mardo is. I think you paid attention more to Doctor Strange.
Everybody got more backstory than that character. Like in the movie Captain Marvel, which I didn't really care for anyway, how much time did she really get versus them fighting the Skrulls or dealing with the other? What the hell was she? Oh my gosh, the blue people. Ugh.
The Avatars?
No, come on. The Skrulls versus who are the other people?
The Avatars?
That's how little you can remember that because it just wasn't that good. So bringing Captain Marvel really wasn't all that helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Killing her was about as much story plot as she got.
Well, and then again, at the same time, I don't really see why Captain Marvel was there to begin with as a character, because the people that should have been in the Illuminati should have been people from teams that they lead, with the exception of Namor and Black Panther. They might not be team leaders,
Country leaders,
but they lead, they're kings of countries.
Yeah.
So that's why I understood why they would have been there. Obviously, it'd have been hard to do Black Panther unless you got like Killmonger or the sister to do it.
Yeah,
but
that would have been a little
and then
sad
Namor,
almost.
I think they were just waiting for somewhere else to put him in, like Black Panther 2.
Now you mentioned earlier that you saw something like fan or rumor mill about Zac Efron playing who was it, Cyclops? I think he'd be better than him.
No, I didn't. I thought of that one because they had him on a list of characters people could play, or people that said, "Hey, if Marvel calls me, I'm ready." Zac Efron was on there, but they didn't. They had him as Human Torch. They said he could play Human Torch. I think he would be better leading a team of like same age superheroes like the X-Men.
That's fair.
Like if they broke up the X-Men into the gold and blue teams, and he led the blue team, I think that'd be cool.
Interesting, at least. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. But again, my favorite part of Multiverse of Madness is definitely the Illuminati fight.
Mm-hmm.
Go on YouTube. It's on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you can go check it out.
Yeah,
you're gonna want to watch that. You're gonna watch the movie.
It's definitely worth the watch, I think.
Oh yeah, the plot is pretty fun. It kind of jumps right into it right away. It makes it a little difficult to follow, but as soon as they have a chance to kind of catch their breath, actually explain what's going on, it gets a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are we on the blend on this, Mike? I know we're using a Dominican and Colombian fillers.
Dominican binder and a Mexican wrapper.
Okay.
Got a nice, strong mineral like that Mexican wrapper is going to give you. Some deep notes. Not too much strength as I thought it would be. It looks pretty dark, and since it's such small ring gauge, I thought I'd have more of a punch to it. But I'm not getting too much strength.
No, not a whole lot of strength, but definitely a lot of deep earth tones in this cigar. Again, that mineral note is way high up there. That's what I was really getting from this cigar right now, is just that deep, dark earth mineral flavors.
Yeah.
I don't really taste the Colombian tobacco in this. I don't know what it would lend to. Like, oh, okay, San Andreas is going to give you that mineral taste. This is going to give you that. This is going to give you that. I don't really know what the Colombian tobacco offers as far as notes go.
I believe it's Folger notes.
So
coffee.
It could be coffee notes, but I'm not getting that right now.
No, not especially. No, I agree with you on that. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be getting from it, but it's definitely having much more with the Mexican. I don't know if it's a Mexican San Andreas. I'm thinking. I guess it is. That's the strongest notes right now, which makes sense because it is a very small ring gauge. Again, guys, what is it, like a 3.5, maybe 4-inch cigar?
Mm-hmm.
By.
Did it say on the pack?
44. No, it doesn't.
Oh, right there.
I don't see a size on there. It could be no size. But I do appreciate the blend being on there. That's a big help.
Yeah.
The year it's released. The year it's supposed to come out at least. I don't know if it got messed up at any time point. Again, good cigar so far. I'm looking for what other flavors I might get out of it right now.
Right, correct.
Because I do appreciate that Mexican wrapper. I love those flavors. So it doesn't make me sad that it's what's predominant right now, but it doesn't hurt when other subtle notes come into the fold.
Absolutely. So let me know if you guys have tried this cigar yet. This is the Barba Roja from La Fabrica. They've got quite a different number of cigars in their line of these. The Love Child, the No Entiendo, this one, the Honchos, not Honor Monkeys, that's the Sinistro one.
Oh my goodness.
Quite a few different labels in the La Fabrica line. And then what is the question? Have you guys thought about being facilitators for Sinistro? We've talked about it with James and Coleman a lot. I told them I would accept nothing less than president of Sinistro Cigars. So that's still in the works. I'm sure once the paperwork is finalized, that'll go towards helping us get our yacht even faster. Don't forget, you guys, we are trying to raise $65 million to get our yacht that I will live on, and I will invite you guys every once in a while.
Every once in a while,
Miguel will not be allowed on said yacht.
Let's go up to 70 gas prices.
Well, that $65 million is just to purchase it. That does not include docking fees over at the harbor, nor the gas. Gas is, I think, a couple $100,000 to fill it up. So guys, keep in mind when you do make your donations, you keep that in mind.
How long does a tank of gas get you on a boat?
It depends, actually. They have a cruising speed and they have an all-out speed. So at your all-out speed, you're wasting a lot more gas, but you're getting faster. At your cruising speed, when you take it back a few knots, you're getting your maximum mileage. And the one that I wanted was actually transatlantic, which means it'll take you about 3,000 miles.
Yeah, cruising.
Yes.
So, okay. So then we're good. Because all we're going to really do is, like, probably from, where are you going to dock at? Ventura?
Probably.
Yeah, Ventura. Take it to, like, I don't know, the islands, and then back and forth. So we could probably cruise that for, I'd say, like 6 months.
Yeah.
Before needing to refill. Oh, no problem then. Yeah, 100,000 every couple of months. Boom. Can't wear shoes on. Can't wear shoes on top.
Now, this is actually something I've thought about quite a bit, Byron. But real quick, I'm going to get to Eduardo's question. As far as the love child goes, let me see if I can find you some, and then I'll let you know. If I can find some, yeah, I'll find it. So as far as the yacht goes, yes, you're not supposed to wear shoes inside yet. I do follow this guy. He's actually the one that showed me the yacht that I want. It's called Aquaholics, and all he does is yacht
reviews and
reviews.
Tours.
Yeah, tours basically.
Really cool.
Very, very cool. And a lot of times there's other people doing videos also, because there's a lot of other people that do these kind of things for yachts. He'll point the camera down. And you see his feet or his socks. So my idea was I'm going to get a sock sponsor, someone that does fun, funky socks, and I'm going to have them sponsor part of the yacht as well. That way, every time I'm doing a film on there and you see the socks, they'll be their socks. So there'll be a button to push so you can purchase said socks.
That'll pay for the yacht's paid for then. Done already. They're probably just going to front the money for the yacht. So what? I guess I don't know the profitability of socks. But I'm sure if they sell like 100 million pairs through that, they're good. They got their back. We got ours back. Boom. Everyone wins. But yeah, absolutely. Definitely got to try out that love child. We'll see where we can find them. Maybe send you their way.
Or spoke to them on Monday, man.
What?
Spoke to Monday.
We have it, but we don't have more to hand out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of James and see if he has any in stock, and if so, we're able to get some.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Not for us, although I wouldn't mind more. You're not gonna get me complaining if you're like, oh, hey, you got a pack, buy that 5-pack off. But what I'm saying, to get them to you guys, that's one of the things we probably got to work on one of these days is figuring out a way to ahead of the shows, like maybe not like everywhere, but a couple of places. Like, okay, we're smoking this cigar. If you liked what we said about it, you should go here, here, and here.
Well, that's what I was thinking is like on the show, like right now we're smoking the Barba Roja.
Yeah.
If during the show, somebody wants to buy it, there should be a button where they can click and they can order it right away.
Button. Boom. I would like that too.
Yeah.
Just like your socks.
Exactly like my socks.
Oh my goodness.
We're that much closer to the yacht, guys. That much closer.
That is okay. Now I see where your head's at. Is integrated marketing. My goodness. Genius sock / cigar selling system you've worked out.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna cut out the socks though. I don't really care about socks. I like wearing socks. That's about it. All right. I don't know anything else about them. Comfy or they're not comfy. Done. This is smoking very well. We're coming up to about that half-hour mark, and I've been smoking it pretty much since the beginning.
Yeah. So before we do wrap up, I do want to ask again, you guys, for those that may not have watched on Monday, what cigar brands are you guys buying right now? And I'm talking boutique stuff, not legacy lines. So no Olivas, no AJs, no Drew Estates. No Padrones, no Arturos, no Rockies.
We're looking at the guys that are really pushing the envelope of different stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like we do talk about Sinistro all the time, sure, but there are other guys out there. really do. I am a big fan of Castagli.
Cavalier, Martinez, Foundation.
Foundation. Thank you.
Southern Draw,
Postania, like talked about the other day.
What other companies are you guys getting right now that you guys like?
Yeah, but I don't know nothing about no yacht socks. I'm not a fancy man. I wear regular socks. You know, I got some compression socks when I'm doing more steps in, just because I like to have them. They're comfy, keep me warm when it's cold weather.
I used to wear padded compression socks for paintball tournaments. They were hiking socks.
Those help out a lot.
Rep for Thurlow came in and he's all, yeah, we've got these socks. They're compression and padded and they're great. Blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, here, let me give you a pair.
Okay.
And I actually kept those pair for quite a few years to use for paintball tournaments.
Byron's saying a whole new line of socks for yachts.
Oh.
Specifically designed so you're not wearing your shoes in them,
yeah,
but you still have some on your feet. Now, are we going with the route where it's got the little traction so you don't fall off the boat?
No, because you do wear your socks outside on the deck.
Your shoes off.
But on the inside where the carpet is and all that, you take your shoes off.
You don't want that, yeah.
Yeah, once you pass that threshold, you take them off.
That's fair, because it'd be very difficult to clean.
The only person that wears shoes inside are the crew.
That's fair.
And obviously the captain. The captain will have his own quarters.
Captain's quarters.
Yes.
I'll have my own quarters as well, but they will be on.
They'll be below deck.
No,
like where the crew is at. You'll be below that.
I mean actual quarters. Like I'm not going to be there at all. I'm going to be dry land where they can't, big old rogue wave can't take me out.
Okay, here we go. So, and what I was saying, Black Label, Ezra Zion, Nomad, Crownhead, Southern Draw, and Sinistro.
Of course, I get that.
That's a good list. I like that. I like that a lot.
Nomad, actually, just because I got some cool new hats. I haven't been wearing my Nomad hat as much, but I still like that one a lot. Southern Draw, obviously, love what they're doing over there. Love the business and the family setting they've created.
Yeah.
Obviously, a huge fan of the Brimstone, Jake's Ladder. Along with a lot of them. The Kudzu's really good. The 300 Manos, or I think it's a Maduro and a
Habano.
Habano, right? Yeah. Both of them are really nice. I just like the Maduro a little bit more. The original Rose Sharon is more of my speed. The other one's pretty good, but it's a little punchier.
Desert Rose.
The Desert Rose. Yeah, the Desert Rose, and then the Rose is Sharon. Yeah. Again, one of them's a little smoother and a little lighter. The other one's a little punchier and a little more strength for those who want it. I think I go for the smoother one, just for my own palate. Then of course you have the original Jacob's Ladder, which is still really great.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want a powerhouse, then I'm going to that Brimstone.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh. What do you call it? But other than that, there's still quite a few brands out there that are great quality and doing really well right now. We'd just like to hear what you guys think is a good contenders for those lists. Right.
Absolutely.
There. I mean, there's still like Riste doing his thing. I got Jerome and Solomon, Rockefeller, Amendola. You want to get them on the show, but the guys from Family Through Loyalty.
Yeah.
So there's the list will continue, and it continues.
And I do have a question because we were talking to some people that do sell cigars and they do sell stuff online. If there was a mystery grab bag, would you guys purchase it? You guys would not know what cigars were coming in it. They'd all be the same price. They'd vary in size. They'd vary in brands. They would vary, obviously, in countries of origin. But let's say for $50, you were getting a 5-pack of mystery cigars. Would you guys buy that?
Or what were some stipulations you guys like to see that? Is it price point that would deter you? Like, obviously, I'm not going to pay $150 for a grab bag of cigars. I think that would be a little crazy. But if, like, let's say you got 5 or 6 really good six for $50, would it be more in your house to like know something about the blend or the size? Like, I wouldn't mind a 50 for a 5 for $50 mystery of Lanceros. I wouldn't care about the wrap or any of that. Like, if you give me 5 good Lanceros, I think it'd be really cool to try something new that I haven't seen or get stuff that I already know I really like. Now I'm good on surprise mystery, surprise pack. I don't blame you, Tom. Yeah, sometimes it's a little difficult.
Yeah.
Banff is another one for Eduardo. Yeah, Banff, getting into them. Nothing wrong with that. I would do it and try it at $50. Yeah, see, that's about my number 2. For some reason, 50 doesn't scare me away. Once it gets above that, like, I don't want no surprises for that. I want to either know about it or know exactly what I'm getting. Even if it's a new cigar, like when we do ours or when they do the 5-packs of these.
Yeah.
As long as I know what it is, it's a little easier. Hey, try checking it on YouTube. There'll be at least one guaranteed really good one. That's fair. That's a good one too.
Well, I mean, again, none of them would be house blends. These would all be name brand cigars from different boutiques.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good way for you to try a boutique company that you've never had or heard of before. But none of them would be house blends, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. What did you do? Like, I don't know. What was the company name? Two a day or some $2 a day or something, where they were sending you a brick of good cigars, but they were not house brand. So if you got a mystery pack of that for obviously not $50, but like $35, and you get 7 really good cigars or something, but they are not going to be brands. They're going to be really good off the market cigars.
Gotcha. So,
I mean, the possibilities are endless with that.
Yeah. So we're at time, guys. Just real quick, this is a heads up for Monday. Monday, we may not have a show. We're going to be doing a charity event for the 999 Officer Down Foundation. They're having their annual golf tournament this Monday. So we're going to be out there handing out cigars and doing what we can to help them raise the money for a signed memorial for one of the officers that passed away last year in the line of duty. So we're going to be busy with that. So there probably won't be a show on Monday. And if we do go on, it'll be a lot later just for a little while, because this tournament goes from 7 a.m. to I think 4 p.m. our time. So we'll be there all day supporting them as best we can. So please forgive us for that. We'll be back on Friday, regular time.
Yeah.
And look forward to some more cigar tea, talking to you guys a bit more. And we will see you then. So you all have a good one.
Absolutely. Have a good one, guys. And we'll talk to you Friday.